clean up.
I wonder what Ben Bailey would do, like if he's saying that he's in the cab right now and that was happening, he would find an alternate route to get his people to the destination as quickly as possible.
He just might, but we can ask him because he's here.
Yes, he is.
I think I would take as long as possible in that traffic.
I understand
enjoy
why.
The awkwardness.
Enjoy the awkwardness.
I love to see traffic that I'm not stuck in.
That's nice.
It makes me happy.
And see, and our traffic is really not the traffic you probably
not in
used
New York.
to.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how bad it is here.
Nah,
it's not that bad.
We don't have it. That's big.
Yeah.
That's
big.
That's
as bad as it gets.
It's close to.
That's a good day on 3rd Avenue in Manhattan, right there.
Ben is here to perform at Comedy at the Carlson. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. We'll tell you about going to carlsoncomedy.com to get some tickets.
Got it.
We'll tell you more about that later, but basically go to carlsoncomedy.com to get some tickets. I have so many questions for this guy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, we know him from Cash Cab. We've been talking about it. He did our question of the day.
That's right. Yeah, the question of the day.
Yeah, thanks for that. That was so neat. How did you get started with this? How did this this concept come along?
Well, as far as Cash Cab, I just auditioned for the show. They already had it. They had it had been a show in England first, but it was a little different. They didn't have the driver hosting the show.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was just driving the cab, and the cab actually had a computerized voice asking the questions.
Oh,
which I assume had a weird computer British accent. I don't know. But it wasn't a big hit there. And then when they brought it to the U.S., they figured out they needed to have a comedian.
I was going to say, don't you think I mean, your banter with the people who get in the cab, that's kind of the magic sauce, isn't it?
I guess. I don't know. It's hard for me to say. I think it's a lot of things that just sort of came together that make the show, you know,
so you were a comedian
first,
first, but you had driven a limo, you told me.
Yeah, I used to be, you know, I drove car service and limousines. So when I went in to audition for the show, I kind of had a little bit of a leg up.
You were perfect, a perfect
Because they were like, they knew I could drive. That's a big part of the show, you know.
So I'm curious always that are people in New York, and the show's going to start filming again later this month, you were telling me. Are people in New York, do you see people looking...
Actual official news yet?
Oh, never. We did not say that.
Oh my God!
We did not say that. Ben did not tell us.
Well, then you heard it here first.
That was Todd.
I just panicked.
That was Todd.
We weren't supposed to say anything.
Okay. All right. Well, don't worry. This is live. There's nothing we can do about it.
Does that reassure you?
All right, everybody. Excellent.
But do people in New York, do you see them looking for the Cash Cab? In other words, are there people out there who will see you and say, oh, they hailed it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
And do you not
every
pick them
time,
up?
wherever I go, people are like, we are going to New York, or we went to New York to look for you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of people in New York looking for me in the cab.
Now, when you drive around, is cab your main mode of transportation? Is that how you drive around? Or?
No. I have my own vehicles.
Oh, good.
You know what's funny about being a cab driver that you don't think of is when you're driving your own car and you see people hailing a cab, you're like, oh, I'll just pick these people up. And I pull over and they're like, why is this guy stopping?
Well, you can get away with that now with Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, listen,
that's a good point.
We're going to ask Ben some more questions and find out about his comedy as well, because it's not all Cash Cab when you go to see him at the Comedy at the Carlson tonight or tomorrow. We'll be right back.